is going on, all you damn casuals out there? Back again, this time breaking down UFC 319. It is going down in Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City. That's right. Khamzat Chimaev gets his shot at the title against the champion Dricus Du Plessis. How's everyone doing today? Yes, we're going to break down the entire card, make some picks, all that fun stuff. What is going on, Ron? Good to see you. How are you? So yeah, as I've been saying for quite some time, I am super pumped for the main event, and haven't really looked at the card much, but we're gonna do that right now. I'm just trying to get something set up. By the way, there's gonna be an MMA nerd tonight. It's already scheduled. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Good to see Sean Moody in the chat. I'm a little can't see my Bondi Beach shirt. They're clacking. Good to see Xenu as well. How's everyone feeling about this weekend? All right, let's get into it. So the first fight is a man named Alibi Idris versus Joseph Morales. God damn it. First fight of the night, they gave me two fucking guys I never heard of in my entire life. Both men making their debuts, I think. No thumbnail for this promotion, but hey, this guy is a fucking, he's a Cage Warriors guy. He's barely fought. And he's being signed to the UFC for some goddamn reason. But he got a submission in his last fight. What the fuck is this? Like, what is happening? Okay, this guy was in the UFC. He got knocked out by Figueiredo. Who is this fucking guy? Joseph Morales? He's taking on this guy from Kazakhstan who's been finishing fools in Niza, a promotion I've never heard of. You know me. Gonna have to go with the guy from Kazakhstan. I don't know. I'm gonna go decision because I don't know who the fuck these guys are. How was that powerbomb Saturday? Next week we need someone to launch someone out of the cage. Yes. Yeah, we need to get like a cannon in the cage and just Evil Knievel style, baby. Yeah, okay, I'll put in a little more effort, I guess, into this fucking pick because who the fuck is this guy? Jesus Christ. So we got a guy. All right, let's see. Let's figure this out. He's 12-12. He's 1-2 in the UFC. Hasn't fought for 2 years. He last fought in Uriah Faber's A1 combat. It was a championship match. He got a submission. Before that, he fought in Cage Warriors twice. Got some decision wins. Lost 2 fights in the UFC, but did win his debut. Before that, he fought in CFFC. He's got a nice little variety. He's got knockout subs. All right. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Super strange that they would have this guy fight on this card, right? Where is he from? Is he from Chicago? He's from fucking Fresno. What the fuck is this first fight, dude? What is happening? Let's check out this fucking guy from Kazakhstan. Alibi Idris is undefeated, 10-0. Let's see, he beat a guy who was 10-2 in his last fight. 13-5, 8-0, 11-8, 8-2, 9-3, 3-1-1. He's got quite a few knockouts, no submissions. Yeah, I feel good about picking him by decision, but Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this first fight? It makes no sense. So there you go. There's your deep dive. But let's see, what's the odds? No odds on Tapology. Both men 5'6". What the fuck? Oh, this guy's a Team Alpha Male guy. That kind of makes a little more sense. No, it doesn't. Why the fuck is this fight even happening? Oh, well, it's a curtain jerker. All right, next fight. The co-main curtain jerker is Karine Silva versus Dione Barboza. Karine Silva, 18-5, 4-1 in her last 5, -170 as a favorite. She's 31, 5'5", and a 67-inch reach. She trains with the Fighting Nerds. Dione Barboza, 4-1 in her last 5 as well. Plus 145 is the underdog, 33 years old, 5'6", blah, blah, blah. Dione Barboza, let's see, she last beat Diana Belbita by sub, lost to Miranda Maverick, beat Karikati, and then before that, she fought in the Contender Series. She got in with a decision. No, she got in with an armbar. Sick. Karine Silva lost to Viviane Araujo. God damn, these women look similar, don't they? Wouldn't bother you if you mistook them for one another. But let's see. So Karine Silva, I'm trying to remember this chick. She's been in the UFC quite some time. Dione Barboza, a little bit newer, but somehow older. Lost her step-up fight to Miranda Maverick. No shame in that. And yeah, both of these women losing their step-up fights. She was she went to a decision with Lipsky, so that tells me she's got some sub ability, but not much in the way of power. I'm going to definitely go Karine Silva. I think it's kind of a no-brainer. She's looked better against better competition, and Dione Barboza is still relatively fresh in the promotion. So, yeah, easy pick here, Karine Silva, no doubt about it. Next fight is going to be Nursultan Ruzabayev versus Brian Battle up at 185 pounds. Ruzabayev, 36-9-2. He is 4-1 in his last 5, plus 150 as the dog. Interesting. He's 31, 6'5", and a 76-inch reach. Brian Battle is 4-0-1 in his last 5. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me remember this. Oh, yeah, there was an eye poke against Angelusa, and then he couldn't continue. He is minus 175 as the favorite. He is 30 years old. 100. So Brian Battle was fighting at welterweight. He's moving up to middleweight, I think. Yes. 6'1", a 77-inch reach. So very interesting to me that the odds are like this, right? Would expect this to be a pick'em, or I would expect Ruzabayev to kind of be the favorite, right? I guess he did go to decision with Stoltzfus in his last fight, and then he knocked out McConico, lost to Buckley, and that was kind of his step-up fight. Before that, he knocked out Dumas and knocked out Ferreira. So, yeah, what a weird stretch of wins, right? Losing to Buckley, and that fight was somewhat competitive until Buckley started wrestling the shit out of him, which is crazy that Buckley would win a fight in that fashion. Brian Battle, on the other hand, obviously relatively new, right? I think he won the Ultimate Fighter or some shit like that. He's a finisher. Knocked out Gabe Green, subbed AJ Fletcher, knocked out Kevin Jousset in France, and then he won a split decision to Randy Brown. Obviously, Randy Brown and Stoltzfus, you can't really compare that to either guy, like, for a look at what this fight's going to look like, but besides getting out wrestled by Buckley, I think Ruzabayev is a dangerous fighter. He's got a really long record, but not against anyone of note. And then his biggest fight, obviously, being Buckley. He knocked out Bruno Ferreira, which is like, okay, like if they fought 10 times, like they probably knock each other out 5 apiece, But Brian Battle, though, man, I mean, kind of coming into his own. I really like what Brian Battle has been doing as of late. He's getting finishes. Obviously had a close fight with Randy Brown. But Brian Battle, man, pretty damn good. Obviously Ruzabayev is a little more well-rounded. I think Brian Battle has a little more like single strike power. But also, isn't Ruzabayev going to be much bigger than... Yeah, Ruzabayev 6'5"? Jesus Christ. Is that even true? They fucking skew that? Ooh, now Brian Battle, he's got a nice array of weapons. I think that Ruzabayev has more ways to finish a fight. God, this is kind of a tough one, huh? Up at middleweight, though, I don't know why is Brian Battle going up to middleweight? Did he miss weight in his last fight or something? There is some shame in losing to Miranda Maverick. Battle is kind of like fluffy. Nothing is pretty, but he doesn't get tired and gets the job done. Big facts. Big facts. I mean, I think I'm gonna go Ruzaboyev here, right? And do you go in by finish? I mean, when has Brian Battle last lost a fight? It's been quite some time, huh? I think he loses this one. I mean, if Stoltzfus took him to a decision, I think he would as well. I think this is a pretty tough fight for both men. I don't know what the fight looks like entirely, though. You could see a scenario where it kind of gets in the trenches and they're swinging him. But I'm gonna pick Ruzaboyev to actually edge this one out. Good to see Giuliano. He says battle dies. Jesus Christ. Well, let's hope not. Let's hope he survives. I mean, good to see you though, man. How you doing today? Yeah, I do like this fight though. This should be a really fun fight. Especially considering these first two fights. Like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, you might want to go Idris by like finish, but I don't know. I don't know anything about him. So, all right, next fight will be Edson Barboza versus Drakkar Klose at lightweight. So Edson Barboza done with featherweight, eh? After losing to Lerone Murphy. He had a few moments in that fight, but he pretty much got outclassed. And now he's a 50-50 fighter, 24-12, minus 150 as the favorite. Interesting. What the fuck? He's the favorite? 39 years old, 5'11", 75. He's 39 now. Jesus Christ. Drakkar Klose, 15-3-1. He's won 4 out of his last 5. Plus 130 as the underdog, 37 years old, 5'9", 70-inch reach. So Drakkar Klose, obviously, he's got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked out by Joel Alvarez by a flying knee. Maybe that's why people are like, oh, he's going to lose. I mean, and then I guess Edson Barboza took a decision to Lerone Murphy. I mean, obviously, Edson Barboza's got way more tools than Drakkar Klose. And if this fight was like, this was like 3 years ago, Drakkar Klose fucking sleeps Drakkar Klose, you know, big time. But we did see him have a quite the war with Benny D. Didn't he get a slam knockout too? Then he knocked out some fuck like right after that. When was that fight with Neal? God damn, I'm getting old. Yeah, he slammed Joe Selecki. But he hasn't really fought like the big names, and when he has, he's lost, you know, handily. Barboza obviously trying his luck down at featherweight, put on some good fights, but ultimately not seeing much success. He did beat Sadiq Youssef, which is a pretty damn good win at that weight class, but hasn't actually fought for a year since his loss to Lerone Murphy. I think Edson Barboza, I mean, he's still, you know, in the first couple rounds, like in the first round, Barboza is going to be dangerous, but Drakkar Klose can take him down, nullify him. I don't know if Klose knocks him out. This might actually be a pretty damn competitive match, but I just see Barboza falling off by the second and third round and Drakkar Klose still being there. I think if you're going to pick Barboza, you're going to have to go with a knockout fight to end inside the distance for sure. I'm going to pick Drakkar Klose here by decision. Interesting that the lines are so weird on this card. I love that Battle is full of rage. Dude hollers at opponents even after he wins and talks shit about the punk ass French. Only drawback, he's horrible at nicknames. Yeah, Pooh Bear is not a cool nickname. It's not a cool nickname at all. Klose always gets the KO when he is not supposed to get it. True. Klose isn't young, but he can grapple and also matches Barboza's power. Klose literally stays close and strikes into takedowns. Sure. I mean, but not with the kicks though. Like, right? Like Barboza's got, I mean, those fucking kicks fuck anybody up. But I mean, early is Edson and late or decision is close. Yes, big facts. If you're gonna go close, I'd say second, third round knockout. If you're gonna go Barboza, his best chance is to knock out Klose in the first round. And not to mention just like he's getting older. I don't think his gas tank is very good. I mean, and then again, like we have been seeing him at featherweight for quite some time, and I don't think his gas tank has looked great in that weight class. But I don't know, man. I would say that Barboza is not like a brawler, right? Like Close is a brawler, and I think a brawl is going to break out at some point. I think Close will get the better of him, but again, I don't think Edson is like totally someone you should count out in this fight. I think he could get the knockout early. So, all right, next fight will be Alexander Hernandez versus Chase Hooper. This is taking place at lightweight. Another lightweight fight. Sick. Hernandez 3-2 in his last 5, plus 240 as the underdog. 32 years old. Trains at Factory X Muay Thai. Who's the guy who owns that gym? Who's the head coach there? It's a pretty good gym. Chase Hooper is 16-3-1. Who the fuck is texting me? Um, 16-3-1. He's undefeated in his last 5, minus 290 as the favorite. He's from Enumclaw, Washington. Shout out to Enumclaw. They got a good skate park. 25 years old, 6'1", 74-inch reach. So Alexander Hernandez is a very interesting one. I actually don't mind Alexander Hernandez. A lot of people don't like him. He's lost. He went down to featherweight too, and he's back up at lightweight. Beat Kurt Hollabaugh and Austin Hubbard in his last 2. But Chase Hooper, man, I mean, there was a time where, why did I say the time? There was a time where we were like, yo, Chase Hooper sucks. And then he fucked up Vyacheslav Borshev. And then he subbed him. He whooped his ass on the feet, fucking subbed his ass. And then he subbed Clay Guida, but still he did it in an impressive enough fashion that you were like, damn, that was sick. And then he beat Jim Miller. So I think this is like the perfect next fight for a guy like Chase Hooper. Alexander Hernandez obviously has, I would say he's got power. He's got really good kickboxing. Just not like elite level, right? Older fighter, tried his hand at featherweight, didn't work out too well, and then now he's back up at lightweight. You know what? I think Hernandez is a great fighter. And great is a little stretch, but I think he's a damn good fighter. He's got a lot of skills. He's okay on the ground. That's where he's saw a lot of his losses have come from guys grappling him. But man, I feel like Hooper is just, he's stronger now. We've watched this kid grow up in front of our eyes, right? The question is here, does Chase Hooper submit Alexander Hernandez? Because I don't think Hernandez is going to win this fight. I think Chase Hooper is too big. He's very long. He's got a jab. He's got he fucking floored Vyacheslav Borshev. I definitely like Chase Hooper in this fight. The question is, how does he get it done? He might end up taking the back of Hooper or of Hernandez. It might take him a few rounds. Interesting one. I might actually pick Hooper second round sub here. Man, this is a really good next fight for Hooper, and he has been impressing as of late. But again, it's the guys like fucking Borshev, journeyman, Guida, old as shit, and Miller. He took to a decision. Now Jim Miller is very tough, very well rounded. Shit, I might go decision, but Hooper needs to show out. He needs to show out for him to get to that next level. I wasn't actually that impressed by the Jim Miller win, tell you guys the truth. When was that? 3 months ago. Dude, I'm going to go decision. He needs to get a sub here, though. He needs to impress. He's really seems more tired, but that's just getting older in the fight game. When he's sharp, he's still on, but the game plan has been shown how to beat him with pressure and pace. Yeah, that's a great point for Barboza. I love the lines where they are, especially since it's hard to lock the bare minimum 5 for round robins. Sure. Mark Montoya, and he has cancer. Oh, geez. Yo, Mark Montoya he's a really good coach. The American Gangster is here. It's Chael Sonnen, the mean streets of West Lynn, Oregon. Cerrone broke Alex. Chase Hooper is a lock, not just being I hate Alexander Hernandez for rational and irrational reasons. I don't like his face. I hate the guy hugging while aware of the clock. Hooper kills him. Jeez. What's up with you wanting so many people to die on this card, Giuliano? You need to talk, buddy. You could call me after the show. I hope everything's all right with you, man. Chase by sub or decision, and Alex by TKO or KO before the third. I don't think so, dude. I don't know, man. There are 2 more tough finales going to be added. Not sure if you went over them yet. No, I haven't. Didn't know that was going to be added. Let me know what they are. We watched this kid grow up in front of our eyes. We sure have, Paul Felder. I mean, but seriously though, he was a fucking young man. You know, fuck. I think he was like 19 or 20 when he entered the promotion, and now he's fucking 25. Like, come on. Cut me a break, man. Cut me a break. Good to see Terzi. Let's go. Goon King Hooper. Is he a Goon King? Yeah, I might have to pick against him now. Mark, GOAT coach and human from my understanding. Okay. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Jessica Andrade versus Lupita Godinez. This is taking place at strawweight. Andrade won 2 out of her last 5, plus 150 as the underdog. 33 years old, 5'1", 62-inch reach. Lupita Godinez won 3 out of her last 5. She is 13-5 overall. Minus 175 as the favorite from Guadalajara, 31, 5'2", and a 61-inch reach. So, you know, I really like Lupita Godinez, man. I think she's really well-rounded. She's got pretty damn good boxing. I like her spatial awareness, you know, and she's like, she understands that she's a smaller fighter, you know, generally, and she does a really good job of distance management. She's got pretty damn good takedowns. The problem with her is that she just can't get over that hump, and I don't ever see her doing that. She's a fun fighter, though. She puts on really good fights, if you ask me. She subbed Elise Reed, went to split decision with Tabitha Ricci, where she won. Lost to Verna, and then lost to Dern. I actually thought one of those fights, she had won. I think it was the Dern fight. And then she beat Julia Polastri. So this is an interesting fight because obviously when you're talking about Jessica Andrade, you're talking about a girl that can knock the block off of any woman in the sport. She has taken losses up at women's flyweight. She's back down to strawweight. She's just jumping between weight classes. I feel like Andrade is pretty washed at this point. I mean, but then again, her last 2 losses were to Jasmine Jasdavicius, who I think is the next title contender or a viable title contender up at women's flyweight. And Natalia Silva, who is exactly the same, just 2 different styles. Natalia Silva kickboxes the shit out of girls, and Jasmine Jasdavicius wrestles the hell out of them. So, you know, she was able to beat Marina Rodriguez in a very close fight and then knock out Mackenzie Dern. Shit, man, this is actually a good fight. I feel like Lupita Godinez's grappling is not going to be too much of a problem for Andrade. I mean, she could just control her and then just, you know, win a fight in that way, 29-28. I feel like Andrade is kind of phoning her career in. I heard she got divorced recently, and so she's just trying to make money. I feel like this is the one that Andrade wins, though, right? Like, the question in this fight is Andrade totally washed? And that could be a yes, but, you know, her last few opponents, she's fought really tough women. And I feel like Lupita Godinez is tough, but also just like kind of a non-factor in this division. I feel like Andrade wins this fight for sure. And you might even go, dude, I want to go TKO for Andrade, but I don't know, man. I mean, totally do think that Lupita Godinez has a good name or a good chance to win this fight. But man, I think I'm gonna have to go Andrade here. I know that's kind of crazy because again, everyone feels like she's washed, but you should air the promo live. Okay, I'll do it at the end of the show, Isha. Let's hype up the fight. Okay, got it. Chase's striking is his defense is still a little suspect. Sure, I dislike Alex, but he is explosive early and throws solid kicks, which grapplers tend to pick up on that defense last. Sure, we already talked. It's not me. It's you. Listen to how AI level chill you are. All right. Long time Andrade OnlyFans subscriber over here. No way. Nah, dude, come on. Dude, what's the? I am curious. What is even on there? What is up, Mailson? My name is Idaho Gomez. I'm really chill, and my interests include chilling and remaining chill. Yes, that is. I say that all the time. Andrade fights to fight, though, which is always fun. Oh, sure. My name is Idaho Skatestar, the sassy robot. I'm tuned for optimal sass. Interesting. What do you rate Loopy? 5. Another Andrade OnlyFans subscriber in the chat. What's up, Isha? Andrade has a terrifying OnlyFans. You can't come back from what you see. That sucks. I'm sorry, man. You should start a Andrade OnlyFans Anonymous. You guys can recover. Fortunately, you can just Google the leak. I think I've seen it before. D has been subbed to Jessica's OnlyFans longer than he has been subbed to the City Life. Wow. Well, there you go. See, Isha knows you think that promo is chill. Never. Isha wants big red blood. Wow. Well, she gives me discounts. Well, that's good. You know what? That's good. I'm glad somebody enjoys the content that she's able to put out there. Let's move on to the next fight. It will be GM3 Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. This is taking place at middleweight. GM3, journeyman of all journeymans. Did you guys know that Jay Ellis beat GM3? Yeah, crazy. He is 37-19. He's won 2 out of his last 5. He's plus 190 as the underdog. He is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh yeah. Beautiful place. 37 years old, 6'1", trains at Killcliff. What did Killcliff used to be called? Remember it was called something else when I first started watching in 2019, but they had that thing had just bought it and now Killcliff bought it. What was it called before that? What are all the name iterations of Killcliff, the gym? Oleksiejczuk, 20-9. He has won 2 out of his last 3 as well, but did go on a 3-fight losing streak. He is minus 230 as the favorite, 30 years old, 6 foot tall, 74-inch reach. Apparently he's training with the Fighting Nerds now. There you go. Good for him. So let's see. He knocked out Cheaty, but then he lost to Pereira, Holland, and Shara Magomedov. He last beat Dumas by KO. This is actually a very interesting fight. When Oleksiejczuk debuted, I was like, this guy's very fun. He's exciting. But very quickly you could tell he was not that good. He still was so young, right? I always confused him with Nikolai Negumereanu, and then they fought, and I was like, oh, it's not the same guy. So yeah, ups and downs. This guy's arm broke by Kevin Holland. That sucks. GM3, man, I mean, is he a can? He only beat Brian Barberina and Edmund Shabazian in recent fights. Got subbed by RDR and then lost the decision to Brad Tavares. I don't even remember that. That happened. But this is gonna be a fun fight. Obviously GM3 is always a threat to submit you. Doesn't he have the most submissions in this weight class? Jesus Christ. Is Oleksiejczuk just good enough to beat GM3, right? Because GM3 beats anybody who's bad, but he'll lose to somebody that's slightly better than that, I think Oleksiejczuk. This is tough, man. This is actually tough for me. Here, let's see. Got a lot of comments going. This is the hardest fight to pick. It's like staring in Cthulhu's eyes. You'll go insane. Don't look. All right, you got it. Midwest Unks stand. Originally, it was Black Zillions. Okay. It was Homicide, Rock First, then Murder Canyon. Kill Cliff. Wasn't it sponsored by a medical company after that and called something else? I remember seeing a medical center branch in fucking Hackensack, of all places, and I was like, oh, I know that name. From Black Zillions to Combat Club, then Hard Knocks, then Sanford. That's what it was. It was Sanford when I first started watching in 2019. And then it changed to Kill Cliff. There's a Sanford branch in fucking Hackensack, Minnesota. I thought you were thinking of New Jersey. This ain't tough. Michael Oleksiejczuk. Oh, okay. I only know because I love Henry Hoof due to coaching Rumble. Sure. You think Oleksiejczuk, huh? The thing about GM3, right, is like, of course, you would pick him to lose, but then he'll win, right? He's like the Kevin Holland of whatever. He's like the white Kevin Holland. Oh, never mind. I don't want to go down that road. He. Okay, we're just gonna stop right there. This train's stopping. You know, dude, this is a tough one to pick. Okay, here's the thing. We got to look at the algorithm. GM3 going to get slept here, I think. You know what? I think this fight probably ends within the distance for sure. That's tough, man. This is tough. I'm going to go... I want Michael Oleksiejczuk to win, right? Because like I feel like this guy's gotten a bad rap. He's been training with the Fighting Nerds. Hope that helps him. But you can't change everything in just a few training camps, you know? He's still very young. God damn it. GM3 probably subs him. Hold on. I got to dive a little deeper into this. Let's check this out. We'll get to the stats. Hold on. Let me go get a pair of glasses for this. Hold on. I gotta pop the lenses out of this. Shit. All right, let's dive a little deeper. Okay, let's check this out. So, yes. All right. Strikes landed per minute. So he's gonna have Oleksiejczuk's going to have a huge advantage, landing at least 2.5 more strikes per minute. He's a little more accurate. Let's zoom in. He absorbs more strikes per minute. Not sure how that's going to affect him. But here we go. Takedowns per average on 15 minutes. So you know for a fact GM3 is probably going to shoot for 2. He's 31% on his takedown accuracy. And he averages 1.4 submissions per 15 minutes. That's crazy. So, man, so usually when GM3 goes for the sub, he gets it. And he, man, so you feel like, I mean, just according to my calculations, he's 48% on takedown defense. So you'd think Meerschaert's going to get 1. Go for a sub and get it, right? I mean, that's kind of usually how the fight goes. That's basically you're hinging on that if you're going to pick GM3 in this fight. You know that Oleksiejczuk's going to land more on him. GM3 does kind of suck. I'm going to say See, you go first round sub for GM3 when everybody's fresh, right? Or you go third round knockout for Oleg Sachik, and that's what I'm gonna pick. It's gonna be stopped in the distance, and GM3 is gonna get it done. All right, let's see. The white Kevin Holland, the black Kevin Holland son. Yes. GM3 is gonna go get beat the fuck up. Not gonna lie, this ain't tough. You can change a lot in a few training camps. Put your glasses on. They're on. Mike is so much better on the feet, though. Mike. His American name. Change your shorts, turn on some more lights. GM3 ain't got no wrestling. Matua is right. One new coach or training partner can really elevate your game, let alone a whole new gym, blah, blah, blah. Put your hair up in a ponytail. I can't. It's not built for that. GM3's Chad's his way to another victory, forcing Polish wannabe Brazilian to start smoking to cope. Hey, we've all been there. GM3 is going to shoot the most ugliest takedown. Oh God, they're arguing now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go. We'll put these on reserve in case we got to dive deeper into another fight. All right, all right. The next fight, Bobby Green. Just kidding. His name is King now. His mama named him Bobby. I'm gonna call him Bobby. Versus Carlos Diego Ferreira. Yes, sick ass fight. Both these guys are very fun. I fucking love CDF, man. The guy just fucking his pace is insane, dude. Anyway, 32-17-1 is the record for one Mr. Bobby Green. He is 2-3 in his last 5. He's plus 170 as the dog. He's 38 years old, 5'10", 71-inch reach. CDF 19-6. God damn. I feel like he had more fights. Anyway, he's minus 200 as the favorite. He's from McAllen, Texas. I think I've been there. I don't know. 40 years old. God damn. Trains at Fortis MMA with Saif Saud. Now, one thing about Bobby Green is he does have really good takedown defense. CDF is going to be relentless with that shit, though. And he's a fucking damn good kickboxer, too. He's 40, though. He's 40, but Bobby Green's 38. This is Battle of the Unks. Man, I love this fight, dude. This fight's sick as fuck. Okay, here we go. He knocked out Michael Johnson. Let's see, who has Bobby Green fought? I mean, he knocked out Grant Dawson. Similar-ish, right? Listen, Bobby Green's been taking a lot of fucking damage lately, man. Like a lot. Like a lot of damage. He's been getting knocked the fuck out. Brutally. He's been getting brutally stopped. CDF, on the other hand, not so much. When was the last time he got knocked out? Gamrot and Gillespie. But that was a little different. That was a sick fuck. If you guys have never seen Gregor Gillespie versus Carlos Diego Ferreira, sick ass fight, dude. It's one of my favorite fights of his. And then obviously Gamrot, but that's because they could match his pace. You feel me? I'm going CDF here. I'm going in TKO third round, dude. He's gonna wear Bobby Green down, put the motherfucking pace on him, and it's gonna end in the third. But I think that there's a chance. No, I'm very confident in CDF actually. Let's see. All wrestling is gay, so that's not really an argument. No one is arguing with you. Oleg Gay Fuck is actually faster and is going to look for a knockout early. There you go. Mikey Chucks. That's actually a sick-ass nickname for him. All hail King Green. Goozy says CDF is the nicest dude ever. Sad to see him get slapped. Bobby's old-ass Tapology pick has him looking like Crazy Horse. Low-key, huh? Low-key. Nah. I got a lot of confidence in CDF. I think he's a damn good fighter. Even at 40. I think he'll wear Bobby Green down by the third round. Get that TKO, son. I think it'll be a good fight, though. All right, next fight will be Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. I should have Isha on to break this fucking fight down. He's seen. I mean, I think he literally watches Kai Asakura fights before he goes to sleep every night. This is taking place at Flyweight. So Kai Asakura, obviously former Ryzen champion, now, and he got his shot in the big league, and he got fucked up. It wasn't even close. But yeah, Tim Elliott, longtime vet. Sometimes he employs dirty tactics to get it done. But Tim Elliott's a fun fucking fighter, man. Find out of Lee Summit, Missouri. He beat Tagir. That was a funny fight. Lost to Mokaev, and he beat Sumaderji. So he's really not beating the best dudes. And he's losing to like Mokaev and Nicolau. Nicolau was really good when he beat him. Yeah, Kai's got to knock him out. He's got to knock him out or he loses his fucking fight, man. That's pretty much all the way it's going to go, man. And I might actually go Tim Elliott to beat Kai Asakura, but I don't know, man. So he did go to decision with Hermosa Ogikubo. That's pretty good. He lost the fight, but didn't get subbed by him. I think that you can't. Is there even a fight that you could like really go off of and compare this one to? Tim Elliott's pace isn't as high as Pantoja. I think he is going to get him on the ground at some point. I don't know if he finishes him. Kai Asakura is a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter, but I feel like he's gonna have to knock out Tim Elliott, or Tim Elliott will kind of just end up controlling him and get the fight, 29-28 in his favor. Again, I feel like Kai has to knock him out. Kai don't cry. Hope he walks out to the Pride FC theme song again. Hey, what is up, Tone? Good to see you. Never bet against Tim Elliott. He can beat anyone with pure gas tank. I don't think his gas tank is like as crazy as like a Marab or something like that, though. Wish he was more active. Such a sick career. Tim Elliott's sick. Sucks Tim Elliott is going to get kneed in the face when he shoots for a takedown. Green only gets knocked out in round 1. Yeah, but this isn't going to be a knockout. This is going to be a TKO. Kai has no chance, or he is going to get drug in the deepest part of the pool. Love this fight. Please pick Tim Elliott. Oh, God. Will Kai have blonde hair? That's going to actually change a lot. If he's got blonde hair, it's over for Tim Elliott. Will Kai cry? Will Kai have... This matters. Fake Japanese if he doesn't cry, or have blonde hair. Because real Japanese fighters can't win the UFC. Kai better walk out crying. Oh, shit, dude. You go Tim Elliott over 2.5. You go Kai under 2.5, right? Fuck, man. I want to see Kai win so bad. I want to see him win so bad, dude. I want him to get his first dub in the UFC. He's a big ass star over there too in Japan. Did he show us anything that makes us think he could win this fight against Pantoja? When did Pantoja sub him? Is the real question. Like, what round was that in? It was in the 3rd. I'm going Kai Asakura. I'm going Kai Asakura by knockout in the 2nd round. Let's go, baby. Japan all day. But again, I think Tim Elliott wins a decision. Kai will weep as if he lost after splitting Elliott's facial bones. Wow, that's brutal. Giuliano's he's feeling a little dark today. All right, next fight. Yes. Jared Cannonier versus MVP. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for me, man. Now, Cannonier is plus 155 as the underdog, and my MVP is the favorite. Jesus Christ. Now, I've long since said, since Geez, this sentence is botched. Listen, you can't win a kickboxing match in small gloves with Michael Venom Page. You just can't do it. It's impossible. All right. Now, listen, I know Douglas Lima knocked him out. Okay, with a leg kick, and he fucking uppercut, and that was a sick ass knockout. Outside of that, though, you can't do it. You can't. You got to sweep him off his feet and then uppercut him into oblivion. That's the only way you can win. Now, Jared Cannonier is a very, very. He's got a lot of power. He's a very hard hitting middleweight. I think he's got to wrestle. You got to fucking wrestle MVP, dude, or else you're stupid. You're dumb. You're just the dummy if you don't wrestle Michael Venom Page. And the question is, will Jared Cannonier shoot for a takedown? Let's put the glasses back on. Let's check this out. All right. Takedowns per average for 15 minutes. 0.46. So he has done it before. Fuck, dude. I mean, listen, dude. Now, the interesting question here. Oh, Jesus. Why did I do that? Oops. Hold on. Let me get the stupid Tapology page back up. Now, the interesting question here. Your glasses need to be taped in the middle. No. Wait, do they? Is that going to add to like the nerdy aspect to it? Good to see you, Lane. The interesting question here is, does MVP moving up to middleweight affect him in any way? Did he fight Shara at middleweight? Over under on Paramount per match. Okay, when you guys ask, okay, when people ask over under, like you got to give me odds. Over under. Yeah, that's a sentence. You got to finish it. Over under. What's the odds? I'd say they do increase their prices within a year. Big facts. But anyway, does moving up to middleweight affect him? Obviously, MVP fought at middleweight in Bellator, so he's not, unfamiliar with this weight class. He did get knocked out at middleweight by Douglas Lima, I believe. I don't know anymore. MVP wins this fight, dude. You can't beat him. You can't beat him if you're gonna have a standing match with him. But I don't know. I feel like Cannonier's not a big dummy though. He might try to wrestle him. That's the only way he's gonna win this fight, man. MVP's too fucking slick on the feet, dude. And now obviously there is a chance that Cannonier just lands a big punch, catches MVP. It's always a chance. But outside of that, you're fucked when you fight Michael Venom Page, man, if you don't fucking wrestle him. So I'm going MVP by decision. All right, let's see. MVP wins. He's too damn fast and better with distance, which has what Jared struggles with the most. Yay, we all have to put Paramount Plus now. We all have to get Paramount Plus now thanks to UFC. Yeah, or you could just keep pirating. Survivor and the UFC on the same platform is fine by me. We might have to do like a panel, Isha, whoever wants to be on it, and just kind of discuss the, with some brains, the inner workings of this deal. What do you guys think? I'll have to do that sometime. I'd rather have Paramount than shitty ESPN Plus. Isn't no, that's HBO. Wait, isn't South Park on Paramount? I have no idea, but I see him beating Elliott and displaying counterintuitive emotions post-fight speech. They obviously are going to up the price. Yeah, duh. Paramount is much smoother than ESPN Plus and will never be more expensive, maybe the same. They said they won't, but I give it under a year. Yeah, I give it about a year as well. I already have it, so I'll have to watch my bill. What are you, a duck? You gonna watch your bill? All I watch is MMA and Survivor. Paramount is much better than Netflix. Netflix tightly controls regions. Okay. I think South Park is on there, so you're gonna have to get it. Yeah. The Office is on Paramount, and that's relevant. Why? I work for Paramount often enough, and I can tell you for sure everyone will be happier. All right, cool. That's good. ESPN Plus is a terrible app. Look, I don't really want to get into all that today. We should do a panel, and we should probably discuss this in more depth, maybe on Wednesday, if you guys are interested. But yeah, there's a lot of questions. You ask what show? I was asking if South Park was on Paramount. All right, let's go to the next fight before we get into the inner workings of Paramount. All right, it is Geoff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Whatever. I think Carlos Prates knocks Geoff Neal out, but 16-6 is the record for Geoff Neal. He has won 3 out of his last 5. He's plus 210 as the underdog, 34 years old, out of Dallas. 5'11", trains at Fortis MMA. Saud's going to have a busy day on this card. Carlos Prates, 21-7. Lost his last fight. Before that, he was on a sick winning streak. Obviously, that's to Ian Gary. We'll talk about that a little more. He's minus 245 as the favorite, 31 and 6'1". So Geoff Neal is a little faster than Carlos Prates, but just with the hand speed alone. He's going to have to get on the inside and, land punches and bunches. But I really do believe that Carlos Prates has a lot of power and more tools, better kicks, got knees, all that fun stuff. Now, the reason why Geoff Neal is going to lose this fight is because he's going to just go in too many times and get caught on one of those occasions when he goes in. And it's not going to end well for him. You have to fight methodically and slow the pace of the fight down to beat a guy like Carlos Prates. And that's what Ian Gary did. And that's why I think Ian Gary is a really good fighter. He's able to fight on his terms. But this is going to be fought on favorable terms for Carlos Prates. And he's going to get that knockout. I truly believe that he's going to get that knockout. Now Geoff Neal's not really a guy that gets knocked out though, huh? Yeah, this might go to decision. I'm going to pick Carlos Prates round 2 KO. I think it's pretty easy. I do like Geoff Neal. I think he's going to give him some problems, but this is kind of a foregone conclusion that Carlos Prates most likely knocks Geoff Neal out. Now, again, could go to decision. Geoff Neal's tough. Has he ever been knocked out? Let me see. I'm sure he has been. When was the last time he got knocked out? Let's see. By Kevin Holland in XKO 34 on January 28, 2017. And that was actually the only time he got knocked out. Holy shit. That's crazy. Did Shavkat hurt him before he subbed him? That's interesting. Either way, I still think Carlos Prates knocks out Geoff Neal in this fight. For real. He's gonna be too. It's just gonna play into fucking Prates' hands. You asked. Oh yeah. Idaho. Oh. You guys talking about Survivor? All right. Jeff Banana Peel Neal. Wow. All right. Yeah, we'll have to do a show that's like later. That did sound a little more racist than it was meant to be. Prates KO, Prates decision. Yeah, you got to get smokes. Just wait, boys. Recency bias. I love that. I would love to see Geoff Neal tough it out and get it done. But I just don't see it, dude. And again, I think that he could win a decision. Like, I think regardless, I think that, Geoff Neal is tough enough that he could go to decision with Carlos Prates, but nah, son. Carlos Prates is the real deal. Took that fight with Ian Gary on late notice. It almost knocked him out in the 5th round. But again, it's just Ian Gary's a very patient fighter, and he makes people fight on his terms, and that's the kind of guy that's going to beat Carlos Prates. Jeff Neal ain't that guy. So Neal definitely doesn't win. There's a chance he doesn't get knocked out, but I'm going to pick Carlos Prates by round 2 KO. I think it's going to be a fun fight, though. All right. Next fight is Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Tough fight. Lerone Murphy 16-1 and 0. Aaron Pico 13-4. 34 years old is the age for Lerone Murphy. God damn. I always forget how old he is. Pico's only 28. Trains at Jackson Wink. So let's see. Pico last beat Henry Corrales. Pedro Corrales. He's fighting bums. I mean, there's no easy way to put it. He's fighting bums. Wasn't it? It was Adam Boric, right? That flying kneed him, right? And then he got knocked out by fucking Jeremy Kennedy. That was an injury that was 2 years ago. I mean, look, Aaron Pico has fought nobody good. He's fought all shitty ass, decent but not good featherweights in Bellator. Lerone Murphy, on the other hand, I mean, he beat Ige and Emmett. And honestly, like, those are two pretty damn good. Those are pretty similar styles to what Aaron Pico is going to bring, right? The only difference is the takedown. Aaron Pico is he take a motherfucker down, and he's very relentless. He's got big power on the feet as well. I think that should not be understated. Aaron Pico got some fucking power. But he's fought just shitty ass fighters. This goes to a decision, I think. I would love to see Aaron Pico make a big statement in his first fight. But again, I thought that Aaron Pico should be slow rolled a little more. Shouldn't have given him a top 10 guy. And I think he loses. I would have picked him to lose to Movzar. But Aaron Pico does have a good chance to win this fight. But again, Lerone Murphy, very patient, very technical. The only issue is that he is 34 at featherweight. Shit, that might favor Pico. It's a tough fight. Pico's got to knock him out, though. He's got to finish him. I don't think he is gonna. I think Lerone Murphy is pretty damn good. We have seen him get into some brawls from time to time with Ige and Emmett. In moments, we saw him, get into the fire with them, and he didn't lose his head. Those guys got big power. Again, it's just the takedown. Pico's going to be relentless with that shit. I just don't know if he does enough damage to win him the rounds. This would be a close fight. I'm going to say split decision win for Lerone Murphy. Please, Pico, please make Bellator look legit for once. Is another Bellator fighter going to lose a boring fight decision? They'll probably say that after the fight's over. Shit, what the fuck? Lerone on that late new guy arc, for real. Murphy probably. Pico is going to get... Wow. What does that even mean? Bumfucked. Hori is our only hope. He old and chinny now. Oh, Horiguchi? Horiguchi ain't going to win in fucking the UFC, dog. Got to be Bellator and Pico fanboy and pick him here. I have heard in the gym he hangs with and beats the best of the best. Aaron Pico's a good fighter. He's a damn good fighter, man. I like Aaron Pico a lot, but he's untested. Doesn't have anybody of note on his record. Who's the best fighter Aaron Pico's fucking beat? You have to look it up. You can't even name it off the top of your head. Everyone he fought sucks. I'm sick of Murphy. He's a bore fest. Fair enough. He's a really damn good fighter, though. Can't take that away from him. I like Pico, but Murphy has this, I think, by decision. I think so too. It's a really good fight, though. I like it. Pico, I think it's going to be split. Okay, holy shit. Here we are. Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Fuck. To be fair, I have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. To me, this is David versus... Wait, what the fuck? This is Goliath versus Goliath. Clash of the Titans. King Kong versus Godzilla. Fucking Mothra. King Ghidra. This fight is amazing. This is an amazing fucking fight, dude. I fucking can't wait to see what happens. Either Khamzat Chimaev is going to sub Dricus in the first round, or Dricus is going to win a decision or knock out Khamzat in the third round. Dricus is relentless. He never goes away. I still don't know how good he is, but he's just a giant bulldozer that just eventually wears you down somehow. And Khamzat's not that guy. He's the kind of guy that when he gets you down, you stay there, and he subs you. I watched the finishing sequence between him and I watched the fight with him and Holland back recently, and like, remember he had him in a Darce for like 2 minutes, and Holland was rolling around this way, that way, backwards and forwards, and eventually Khamzat just kept fucking readjusting it and fucking got the choke, you know. Khamzat went to 2 very close fights with Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. Now, obviously, Kamaru Usman is no slouch. People thought he should have won. People feel like Khamzat should have lost both of those fights. I think Khamzat's a really good fighter, but I don't trust. I think that the pace in which he fights in the first and second round, or like, you know, it's just not sustainable for a championship fight. We've never seen him go 5 rounds. Wasn't that Kamaru Usman fight like supposed to be 5 rounds, and then whatever. I don't think that his gas tank issues have been fixed. Like, there's no evidence to support that. I think that he's just a sprinter. And but again, I still will say, like, it's not like we've seen him like gas out to the point of exhaustion where he got TKO'd, right? So I think in both ways it's a little bit overplayed, his gas tank. Now, Dricus Du Plessis, God, dude. I don't even know how good he is, but he's fucking fun. That's all I know. That's all I give a shit about. Fucking love Dricus. Fuck. Dude, what do you guys have? What do you guys have for this one, dude? Can we talk about deep now? Who cares about this fight? Let's do a deep preview. Let's do a deep preview on your channel right after this. I think he might actually finish Pico. Wow. Giga Chad DDP for the win. Peach Boy beats both of them with one hand tied behind his back. Yeah, and then Sega Izawa fucks them all up. I can't wait for this. I've been waiting forever. DDP is goofy. DDP all day, every day. Damn. Comparing DDP to Holland is laughable. I didn't compare him to Holland. When did I ever compare him to Holland? I was just noting that Khamzat is very relentless with the takedowns and the submissions. That's all I was trying to say. I was not comparing fucking Kevin Holland to Dricus Du Plessis. Dricus is gonna hit Khamzat with a flying knee KO in the first round. You heard it here first. That would be so sick. Goes the distance, probably DDP. Dricus is as much fun as a... Wow. Well, depending on who you are, that could be fun, right? DDP has the best trash talk game in the UFC. Izawa is the only fighter who can beat Peach Boy. I think it's okay. I got Big Red via KO. Isha, your time is up, buddy. Damn. Who are you guys picking in this fight, though? I gotta go. God damn it, dude! I have to go Khamzat round 1. That's all. That's it. That's all he can do. I have to go Khamzat round 1 sub. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I want DDP to win. DDP via somehow, Kai. I hope so. I am rooting for DDP. I really, really want Dricus to win this fucking fight. But I don't know, dude. I'm gonna pick Chimaev by the only way that I think he can win, and that's the first round submission. That's the only way he can win. How could you? Funny that Seiken makes it inside the top 100 worldwide in her weight class. She's ranked 87. What? Damn right, Idaho, I loved you. Oh my gosh. Oh my
My
gosh.
talent. Idaho. I loved you. You spat in my face.
All right, guys, there you go. I'm going to save them picks. By the way, make sure you get into our Topology League. It's in the channel's description. Make sure you make all your picks, Isha. Looking at you. We do have a special segment we're going to do now. Because apparently Isha has apparently he sent in a promo video and he would like to play it for all of you fine people. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, why do I have to open it with zip extractor? Brother sent me a zip file. Got to get WinRAR in this piece. Hold on. Hold on. I think I have a better way to do this. Hold on. There will be a title fight tonight between Isha and Big Red on MMA Nerd. Be sure to tune in. Biased picks. Oh, okay. Forget UFC picks every week. I only do Ryzen. You know my boy Isha? Fuck yeah, I've met him. We're like super best friends. Do you think Isha just sent me a virus to crash my computer? There's going to be an MMA Nerd title fight tonight. And it's going to be between Isha and Big Red. Here, I got a way better way to do this. Let's download this on the Google Drive. Google Drive is amazing. Okay, we just got to wait to download, so I got to stall. Yeah, be sure to tune in for that. That's going to be here in about 2 hours. WinRAR is what Ilya's wife yells. Google Drive sucks. Go fuck yourself, email Melson. How does it suck? Give me one reason why Google Drive sucks. Seeing Isha in the comment section is weird. I feel like I'm cheating on Isha. This channel is like nothing without Isha. He basically, this is like City Life Project Light, you know? God damn, it's taking forever to fucking download. Try uploading more than 50 files to Google Drive at once and watch it fail. Yeah, I don't know. What's a better one? Try Mega. I don't even know what Mega is. Hell yeah, Mike. Appreciate that, man. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to download so we can play this promo video properly. I'm very excited to see this. If Isha supports you, I will too. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Poor file organization at scale and slow sync and lag. Who's on MMA Nerd? Giuliano versus, and who else? It's Big Red and Isha. That's the MMA Nerd match tonight. It's going down. Let's go. Dropbox. Yeah, whatever. Shut up with the computer nerd. The computer talk nerds. Yeah. I was looking my glasses out for this. I look like fucking Clark Kent with these fucking... God, you can really see the bags under my eyes with these. I better take these off. Jesus Christ. You seen Maurice Jordan's new part in Thrasher? That's my boy. No, I'll have to check it out, though, Juiceman. Good to see you. What is up, Rafuko? How did your birthday go? Finally, new contestants. I'm trying. You guys need to get... you look like me. You're not a bad-looking guy. Put tape on your... Why? I don't want to. I'm not going to do it just because you're the third person to ask me to do that. We need more contestants for MMA Nerd. Like, give me new ones. You guys need to get on the show and do MMA Nerd. Somebody already messaged him. He said that he's not going to do that because Giuliano... I'm friends with Giuliano, so... Bags under the eyes. There's a reason I don't look in the mirror in the daytime or with the lights on. I used to skate with him in Watts back in the day. Check it out for real bangers. 34 stair handrail. God damn. Don't put tape on your glasses. All right, I won't. Thank you. Yeah, if those glasses need tape, they're not getting them. They're not getting them. So no. Sal Diamato as a contestant, that'd be sick. Put me and Email Melson on there. I don't think Email Melson would do that, but I mean, if you want, yeah, I mean, I'm totally down. If you want to be on MMA Nerd, hit me up on Twitter. It's Combat Casual ID, Combat Casual 3027 on Instagram. If you don't have any of those, I guess you can request to get in the Discord. But I'm already in Discord with Melson, so I'm telling you not to put on your glasses. You better listen. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do it like this. How about that? What are you gonna do now? All right. Okay. The file could not be downloaded. Well, isn't that just fucking great? What the fuck is this file? Let's see. Play it. Problem playing this video. Oh, shit. Okay, I can play it. God damn, this is stupid. All right, maybe Google Drive sucks ass, and I was just tripping. It's not even playing on my phone. It's only a 2-minute. What the fuck is this video? It's not even playing. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, I have to play it like this because it's fucking retarded. I don't want to play it like that. I want to play it properly. Hold on. Sorry. This is all precious time that I could be making questions for MMA Nerd. Try Mega. Just found out today MVP in Can was on the card. Yeah. Nelson schooled you in Flat Earth debate. No point for a rematch. He doesn't even believe in Flat Earth. Yeah, I'm trying to upload it, Toad. Give me a second. Okay, is it gonna play now? All right, here we go. We got it. Okay, here is the promo for today's MMA Nerd match going down in 2 hours. Be there or be square. We're gonna end on this. So
I don't actually have to do a promo at all. I've been an inactive champion, not because I don't want to fight, but because the entire community doesn't want to fight. I've been sitting here waiting to defend my belt. Nobody wants to get that belt defense. They don't want to give it to me. Nobody wants to come on here and get smoked. There is one man brave enough, and his name is Isha. Good guy. But he's going to step up because the rest of the community is doing what all MMA fighters dread. Not getting knocked out. It's not the worst way to lose. Losing by timidity. Losing by timidity.
What we do here is go back.
Jeez, the f was that?
Big gun.
Some f***ing dude in a gi just ran by the house, threw something at my window, and I was hiding in this forest? Check it out, guys. Guys, look. Hold up. I recognize that f***ing face.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park.
one, fight!
Holy shit. Yo. That was amazing. That was fucking awesome. He used AI. Holy shit. Wow. All right, don't miss it. The fight of the century, a rumble in the jungle. Isha versus Big Red going down tonight. MMA Nerd. That's right. Here in about 2 hours. I got to work on some questions, guys. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Isha, for that fantastic promo. Look, this chat has just devolved into Flat Earth talk, so this is a really good time to get the hell out of here and wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up. You better wrap that gavel up, B.